What is CPR? Well, today we're going to answer that. Yes, I know I'm not using my intro, but that's my own decision, and by God, I'm sticking with it. Hi, everybody. I know a couple of people have asked before, and I said I was going to do this video, but I have been lazy. Oh, procrastination at its finest, my friends. I've been asked many a time to explain kind of my take of what CPR is, and I want to do it, so we're going to do it now. That's what we're going to do. Hopefully it'll be a little shorter video because I can really get on tangents about this stuff, but here we go. All right, so what is CPR? Cardiopulmonary resuscitation. That's what it is. Your heart's not working, and we need to make it so blood starts flowing around your body and you get oxygen and you don't die. So CPR is essentially the act of doing that. By the way, spoiler alert, this is not a training video. Do not use this and say, hey, this guy talked about CPR. I know how to do CPR now. Let's go do it on everybody. No. Go to a CPR course. Get an actual CPR card. If you want to do this, do it right. Don't listen to people on the internet. Be smart. I'm sure you can find a CPR course near you. This is not a CPR course. Don't do that. Anyway, so getting through that, what is CPR? CPR, we were talking about, starts helping circulate blood through your body. Now, let's say you, viewer who is watching this video, insert name here, is walking along, and your friend Bill is walking with you. Bill all of a sudden falls down and goes, oh my God, my heart, and then falls down. Well, you, being the good person that you are trained in CPR. You know what to do. You get down and you listen for breathing, you look for chest rise, and you are feeling his carotid to see if he has a pulse. Those are the three things that you're supposed to be doing. In order, you're supposed to go for circulation, so you're feeling for a pulse, and then airway breathing. So you're putting your ear to his mouth to hear if he's breathing, and you're also looking at his chest. I've been asked, why do you check for a pulse here? Why don't you just check for a pulse on his wrist? That should be good. Well, you cannot have a pulse on your wrist, but have a pulse where we call carotid. If you don't have a carotid, you don't have a pulse. If you have a carotid, you have a very low pulse. If you have no other pulses anywhere else, you still have a pulse. So that's why we go for the carotid, to see if there's any pulse whatsoever, because this is the last pulse to go. This is the last pulse that you'll be able to feel before you call someone pulseless. So, and then you start CPR. It's chest compressions, singing the Bee Gees' "Staying Alive," just continuously singing the Bee Gees' "Staying Alive." Oh God, will you get bored of that song really quick? But that is the rate in which we are trying to do CPR. That is the rate. That is where you need to be to try and get this person back. So, that's essentially what you're going to be doing. Sometimes you have an automatic external defibrillator in the world called an AED. Great. AEDs are wonderful inventions. They help with CPR. What does an AED do? Think about it. Sends electricity through this person. Yeah, I knew you got it. It stops the heart. What? We're here to restart a heart, though. Come on. Oh, Jodo, you're just pulling a fast one on. No, I'm telling you the truth. It stops your heart. So CPR is essentially trying to reprogram the electrical impulses of your heart to continue on with what they're supposed to be doing. Right now, they're not working so good. So we're going to try and reprogram them. During that CPR, sometimes they don't get into a rhythm that actually pumps blood through your heart. Sometimes they kind of just quiver and shake. So we use an external defibrillator to stop that and then try and restart it with more CPR. It's very interesting to get into the nitty-gritty of the science. I can't do it justice here. Do research it. It's very interesting, actually. But if you have an automated external defibrillator, wonderful. You're just adding another tool to your toolbox to try and save your friend. And then you're just doing chest compressions until EMS arrives. Don't do breathing. We don't do breathing anymore. Continuous chest compressions are just fine. I guarantee you most of you are going to be within 8 minutes of a response time from any type of EMS department. You will get a provider there who will be able to do breathing with a bag valve with 2 people. That's how it should be done. Don't do breathing by yourself. Long gone are the days, or should be the days, of 30 compressions and then 2 breaths, and then carrying around a pocket mask, waiting for someone to collapse on the side of the street. No, those days should be gone, let me tell you. So, another thing people ask is, oh, well, what about like compressing a chest must hurt the person, right? They're not going to be feeling it. If they're to the point where you don't have a pulse, they're not going to be feeling. And the other thing that brings up is you will, if you're doing proper compressions, you'll feel all their cartilage popping in their chest. That should be happening. You're putting the palm of your hand on the breastbone and doing this. It's surrounded by cartilage. It connects to the ribs with cartilage. You're going to feel a lot of pops. And if you don't, you're not doing proper compressions, and you need to start doing proper compressions. In your class, you'll learn it's 3 to 4 inches depth on an adult, 1 to 2 inches depth on a child, and on a child it's different from an adult. So I do encourage everybody to get into a class. It's just something that you won't need until you need it, and it's good to get trained on these types of things. So, yeah, that's essentially CPR in an extremely small nutshell. So small. But you know, there's a lot of things that people ask, like, oh, well, what's the statistic for, you know, CPR resuscitation? Well, honestly, for home and residences, it's almost 70%. That's out of hospital cardiac arrest in 2020 was almost 70% in the United States. That's pretty good. It's been going up. Let me tell you, it's been going up. Yeah, so there are, so public settings 18.8, that's not very good. Oh boy. But if you get your CPR card, you can try and improve that, you know. It's one of those things that you won't need it until you need it, and then when you need it, you'll be extremely happy that you got trained. Anyway, I posted on my Twitter to see if anybody had any medical questions I could ask. Again, this is not for training purposes. This is just a guy who likes to talk about medical stuff because I'm in the medical field. It's wonderful. Anyway, thank you everybody for stopping by. I stream over at twitch.tv/CMDRJodo on my days off. And when I'm working, I'll be posting here on YouTube. And I hope that you go check out the Curse of Strahd D&D 5e campaign that we're playing right now. I'm doing some Slasher's Keep, and I also have some runs on Monster Train that I will be continuing. So thank you everybody so much for watching. I'm Commander Jodo. I love you all. Take care. Bye-bye.